Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Erica and I make videos about using what I love and trying not to spend money. Today, it's just gonna be a quick little get ready with me. I am getting ready to go to a concert, so I'm just reaching into a lot of tried and true favorites. I'm also going to be using this palette that I just got. It's the Ellis Atlantis Volume 2 collection from Blend Bunny. I'm very excited to use that. I really love Blend Bunny. I know I keep saying that I'm not spending money, and I'm not. I'm on a no-buy, which I will talk about later in the video. So if you're interested in just hanging out with me for a little bit while I get this look for the concert I'm going to, stick around. Okay, so this is the Alice Atlantis palette. This is the part 2. I have the original one, super colorful. This one is all of the neutrals. I just love Blend Bunny formula, as you already know, because I can't stop talking about Blend Bunny products. But this one I was really excited for because it's all matte, and I just also got the Rotten palette, which was in collaboration with May Pang. And fun side tangent about that, I fully filmed a video using that palette, and I had the camera facing the wrong way the entire time. So that video will be coming soon once I refilm it. So today I'm really excited to use this Ellis Atlantis palette because it's another all matte palette. I'm actually going to a concert tonight, so I don't know, I wanted something fun, sparkly, pretty. Okay, so I think for today I really want to focus on this third row that has like the more cool toned browns. I think those are all really pretty. They're actually pretty neutral browns. They're like right in the middle between like cooler and, you know, warmer. Okay, I'm dipping first into this shade Evoke, and I'm going to put that just all over the crease. Okay, that is it. Pretty built up in the crease. I'm seeing like a subtle shadow there, not much. I'm gonna go in with the next shade down the line, which is Withered, in that same placement. That is both shades applied. It's coming up very subtly. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to play with a little bit, see if I can build up Withered a little bit more, and if this is it, that's fine. And then I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade. Okay, I do think that built up a little bit better. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. And I forgot to say, but I just tapped back into Withered, and then the next shade in the row, which is Remnants. And I'm just shaping out the outer corner a bit. Okay, that is those 3 middle shades. I'm just going to do, I think I want to do just a touch of a liner, kind of, with the darkest shade in that row, which is Ancient. I'm just taking that on this little winged liner brush. It is so old from Wet n Wild. And I'm just putting that close to the lash line. Okay, so that is the matte shadow. I really just want to do something super simple because I want to pile on some of these shimmer shades. This is the Garden of Stars palette. These are so pretty. I think I'm gonna go in with Infused first. This is more like bronzy shade. And I'm just taking that on my finger. I'm just gonna tap that on the lid. Immediately, yes. Okay, I want to put a touch more of something, but I can't decide if I want to do Gilded. That one's really pretty. Or there's this shade up here. Where is it? This shade right here in Realm. It's like a duochrome. I think I'm gonna go with a touch of Gilded. That is gilded on the inner corner. That was definitely the move. Those are both of the shades from the Garden of Stars palette. I think that looks so pretty. I'm gonna go back in with the matte just a little bit to build that crease back up. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye to match. Okay, that is both eyes done. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the base, and then of course we will come back to finish up the eyes. I'm using my Touch and Soul Icy Sherbet Primer. So tonight, my partner and I are, oh, I think this has been sitting out cold for too long. My partner and I are going to see Miko. He is a artist that I just recently found. It's actually because of TikTok. If you know Epic the Musical, the person behind the voice of Telemachus, he is actually an artist outside of the musical, and his name is Miko. And he just makes really fun, like, pop punk music. I love this primer because it's like super cooling, but it also drives me crazy because if I don't rub it in the right way, I always forget how to apply it. So if I don't rub it in the right way, it just like chunks off everywhere. So for this concert, I don't know if it's going to be indoors or outdoors because the venue that we're going to can be converted both ways. So I'm trying to pick out makeup that won't drive me crazy if I have to stand outside, which I have no problem with because the weather is supposed to be nice tonight. I just went in with the e.l.f. Satin Finish Foundation. I have really been liking that one. I just wish that e.l.f. didn't do us all dirty after that campaign that they did with Matt Rife. I'm not even familiar with Matt Rife like as a comedian, but after e.l.f. did that collab and I started seeing all the comments were so upset, I looked him up, and the first thing that came up was him making jokes about domestic violence, and that's just not okay with me. So we're taking a break from e.l.f. But that foundation does look really nice. For concealer, I'm going to use my Rare Beauty concealer. This is one that I am trying to pan. I've used quite a bit of it, and I really like it for lighter coverage days, higher coverage days. It is a very versatile concealer. This is the first time that I've gone to a concert in, years really, I think. I think the last concert I went to before this, oh my gosh, I'm insane. I've been sitting here trying to think of what even was my last concert. I went to the Eras tour in November. I don't even think of that as a concert because it was like an experience. Speaking of which, her new album just dropped, The Life of a Showgirl. Loving it so far, loving it. I'm going in with my NYX, what is this one? The HD finishing powder. And I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush. What is everybody's favorite song so far from Life of a Showgirl? When I first heard Father Figure, my jaw was like on the floor. It was so good. I'm going a little bit heavier with powder than I normally do, just because again I don't know if I'm going to be outside or not. Okay, I'm just going in with a little bit of bronzer. I have my Fenty bronzer. I'm trying to break that habit of holding my brushes super close, like up here. So every time I catch myself, I'm like, nope. For blush, I'm dipping into this gigantic Masterclass palette from Blend Bunny. And I want to try a new shade today. If you guys were, if you guys would have been able to see the video that I recorded, that I didn't actually record because I had the camera facing the wrong way, I used this blush palette and I used the shade Caldera, which is like the bright orange. It was so, so pretty. I think today I'm dipping into Safe Word and what is this one? Heat, right? Yes, Heat and Safe Word. I'm just gonna go back and forth. I love a good sunburnt look. For highlighter, I'm gonna use two. I'm gonna start with the Makeup by Mario highlight in Pearl. And I'm just sweeping this on with this fan brush from the Sigma and Samantha Ravindall collab. This highlighter I really didn't think would be my jam because it is much more just like a subtle glow than what I usually wear, which is like glitter. But I really love the tone and the color of it, so I like using this one as a base for colorful highlights or super glittery highlights. Now I'm going into my Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm. I owned this one before and I just recently repurchased it. And I'm so glad I did. That is so pretty. It's like the ultimate glittery highlight. So appropriate for a concert. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to go into the inner corner with Pearling. And then for the lower lash line, I'm just using those same brushes and sweeping whatever pigment I have left over onto the lower lash line. I'm going in with a new favorite brow gel of mine. This is from BlendBunnyCosmetics. And I actually got this one in a Ipsy box. I honestly, for some reason, thought that BlendBunnyCosmetics shut down because I used to follow them and check out all their like palettes, and I've seen nothing from them. But this is a really good brow gel. Okay, off camera, I finished my brows and I used the NYX Lift and Snatch. I cannot do my brows on camera because I have the mirror like up here. So while we're here, I figured I would let you guys know I am on a no buy. So I made a couple purchases at the beginning of the month. Mainly it was collab palettes, honestly, because I got the Ellis Atlantis, the May Pang from both of those from Blend Bunny. I got the Batty Bean and Fantasy Cosmetica collab, and I got the new release from Singe Beauty because I was looking to pick up a brush from her anyway. So I do have some stuff coming in the mail, but that officially starts my no buy. I think I want to keep this no buy going until the end of the year. So October through the end of December. And really the main reason is, one, for financial purposes. I really want to start putting more money into savings, and all of the money that I would put into savings I'm spending on makeup. And two, I'm really working on using and loving what I have and knowing that it'll be totally okay if I don't buy every new purchase ever. Because I feel really bad down that rabbit hole of I have to buy everything, I have to own everything, and it's just not true. I have plenty of makeup, and I'm talking like more makeup to last me several lifetimes. I'm going in with this eyeliner from ColourPop. This is in Marigold. This is a super discontinued one, but I think will look pretty with the gold accents. I'm gonna do a little spritz of my Urban Decay All Nighter. This one is almost empty. And And this is my favorite setting spray, but they recently reformulated. So I'm just going to continue purchasing that formula from Scandinavia, which are the people who originally made the all-nighter. Last up is lips, and I kind of want to use this one from Glamlight. This is from their Breaking Dawn collection, and this is like the Edward lipstick. Oh wow, one, I was expecting that to be deeper, and two, I wasn't expecting it to have a sheen. I'm gonna go in with a lip liner. I'm just gonna use the lip liner that came with this lipstick. Is that a black? I think that's a black. Okay, that is the lip combo. Turned out way different than what I thought it would. I ended up taking the lipstick off, putting the lip liner on, and then putting the lipstick back on because it is a black liner. I don't know. I don't know. This is new for me. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to a concert. Let's commit to the vampy lip. But that is the completed look. I really, guys, I love Blend Bunny so much. I'm never unhappy whenever I use their products, so I'm not surprised at all that I love this look. And I have a feeling that this, the Garden of Stars, this will be just sitting on my desk so I can reach into it all the time. But yeah, guys, that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out with me while I got ready to go to my concert, and I will see you next time. Bye!